Good evening, I hope everyone's well today. Thank you for watching. As always, it is appreciated. Our Chancellor, Rachel from Accounts, has decided that she wants to do a U-turn. And she wants to do a U-turn on the winter fuel payment that is going to the grey vote, or was going to the grey vote. And she's doing a U-turn, and she thinks it's going to save the Red Wall, and she thinks it's going to help them retain some votes. It's not about doing the best thing for the people. It's not about anything other than political expediency, in my view. It is a disgusting spectacle, and it is a disgrace. They've decided that they're going to raise the threshold so people who are earning less than 35k a year will actually get the winter fuel payments, which is about 3/4 of the people that had their winter fuel payment denied last year. It's not about anything else but political expediency. They've not found extra money. Inevitably, taxes will go up again. We've got the highest tax burden since World War II currently, and it's only going to get worse. There's three big things that are money goes on as taxes. Benefits, especially the £1 billion a month to migrants. What else? NHS and the interest payments on the debt. So not even paying down the debt, just servicing that debt, the minimum payments just to service that debt. Those are the three biggest expenditures that we have as a country. That needs to change. The government labours under the delusion, the belief that if you keep on injecting money into the economy, well, that's good because the GDP is growing. That's how you create a distorted economy. By putting as many people on benefits as possible, you're basically devaluing the value of all our money. And I'm calling it out here on this channel. Benefits should be there for people who truly need it, and the economy should be working in a way where people can actually make more money, pay less taxes, and benefits are largely irrelevant because they're not needed. That's just my opinion. We're going to look at a video that Rachel put out with GB News. It's sort of a short clip, but I wanted to go over with it. I wanted to go over it with you guys and girls, so we'll look at that now.
Taking away £300 last year from pensioners, you're giving it back in 2025. This is the political hokey-cokey by your government. It's humiliating, a U-turn. Do you want to apologise for millions of pensioners who have been so upset by the cut from last year?
No apology. You'll notice that they don't make an apology because they're not sorry. They are not sorry that they were prepared to freeze the pensioners of the United Kingdom. They, from Labour's point of view, they've contributed to the economy and now they're not contributing to the economy. So, what benefit do they have to the country? That's probably what Labour's view is. In fact, their homes could go to the new British coming over from France. Alright?
We had to make difficult decisions last year. The public finances were in a total mess.
Difficult decisions. Yes, Rachel. I'm sure they were very, very, very difficult decisions to decide to give your buddies in the public sector inflation-busting pay rises and to invest in the foreign aid and to make sure that all these terrible, terrible set-upon illegals coming over from France get 4-star hotels or 5-star hotels. I'm sure those decisions were very, very difficult for you and your government.
When I became Chancellor last summer, and we had to take immediate action to get control and get a grip of the public finances.
Yeah, you did take immediate action, didn't you? You've made things a heck of a lot worse. Increased taxes, public school rates on taxes, the farmers' taxes. You're taxing the entire country into oblivion to indulge your spending whims. And we're meant to just sit down and take it. We're meant to just say, well done, you're going to bankrupt us a little bit quicker than the Tories. Have a gold star. Well, no, I'm not having it. I'm calling it out here. That's what I'm doing on this channel. I'm putting you on notice. I'm serving this. Let's just continue.
We have been able to do that. We've returned stability to the economy in the first quarter of this year.
you've not returned any stability to the economy at all. Technically, inflation's higher than growth, so technically, even though they are measured on different metrics, we're still in a recession. The spending power of the pound in our pocket is going down, not up. You have failed. You need to resign.
Our economy was the fastest growing in all of the G7, which now means we're able to make different choices. And that's why today I can announce that this winter, 9 million pensioners will now receive the winter fuel payments.
No.
The only reason they're doing the winter fuel payments is to save face. They think, wrongly believe, they can still retain some support on the red wall. They're mistaken. That's gone. It's never coming back. You will always be the government that throws Granny.
Apology.
But we made the right decisions last year to put the public finances back on a firm footing. We'll continue with the means test that we set out last year, but because of what we've managed to do to bring stability back to the economy, more pensioners will receive the winter fuel payment this year.
Yeah, you won't say how you're going to pay for it. You're saying it'll be discussed at the budget.
They won't say how they're going to pay for it because we all know taxes will increase again and again and again. That's what socialists do. They love to take other people's money and piss it up the wall on things that nobody wants or thinks is appropriate use for taxpayers' money. That's what socialists and communists always do. They want everybody to be equally miserable.
In the autumn, aren't you creating your own black hole, the very black hole you attacked the last government for? And yes or no, will taxes have to go up?
Let's just put this to rest. There was no 22 billion black hole. That's a lie. That's Labour spin so they can try and justify more spending. That's all it is. And always remember, Labour has client groups, and the grey vote isn't one of their client groups. The new British coming over from France will definitely be one of their client groups. The Champagne Socialists in London will be. The public sector workers will be. And you'll notice, and the trade unions, obviously. And you'll notice that all of these people were protected by Labour. All of these people get all the protections, financial and otherwise, legal and otherwise. And that's what every government will do. So, I'm not buying any of this at all. Please continue, Rachel.
We will set out all of the policies in the budget. That is normal, but we wanted to announce today the level at which the winter fuel payment will be paid, because announcing it now means that we can put the processes in place so that people get the winter fuel payment that they are now entitled to in the...
Does anyone actually think, anybody at all, that this person could balance the budget of a household, let alone a country? I certainly don't. Definitely in the negative on that one. I think, well, I know actually, she's not doing anything. Bank of England's doing things, OBR is doing things, and the civil service is doing things on her behalf. She's merely the front lady, she's merely the full person. So when all of this goes tits up, pardon the language, she'll get the sack, and they'll just rotate in another Chancellor who will read the speeches prepared by the Home Office, Civil Service, not the Home Office. And that's the way it works. And unlike other governments that actually have competent people who can actually deliver speeches with purpose and vision, these current crop of Labour politicians can't even do that, which is why they are tanking in the polls. And it looks like there's going to be one alternative that everybody's going to be turning to. Now, if you like this video, and you agree with me that the only reason they are U-turning is not because they found some extra money down the back of the sofa and they can pay the pensioners now. The only reason they're doing it is because they want to try and retain some votes. Have a good evening, like and subscribe. I will see you in the next one.